all your indie and major artists. Real Talk 101 Radio. Talk and music radio. Indie artists, major artists, producers. On location interviews. Fashion and artistry concert series. Concerts, fashion shows, community. Real people, real talk, real issues. Check out The Fresh Friday Show. Real radio. Get it all right here. Real Talk 101 Radio. Visit realtalk101radio.com.
Real Talk 101 Radio, what's going on? It's the Byrdman. Dope interview coming your way. I got my girl right here, Jazz.
Hey, what up, what up, what
We
up?
about that.
We about that.
Coming your way.
You know.
Jazzy on them, they like jazz. I'ma let you know that I'm about that. 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 Hold up, what you think this is? Only 16, but I handle my business. Oh I, you know I won't show up, but I'm gonna show out. Go get yours, tell me what you.
Originally from Seattle, Washington.
What?
When did you move to California?
I moved to California 6 years ago, so we're in 2014, 15.
Oh, we gotta do math again.
You know what? Hold on, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 2008. I moved to California in June of 2008.
There you go. Is it a big difference?
Pretty much it's a big difference between Seattle and California. First of all, weather. Seattle's pretty cold, California's pretty hot, but I love both, so.
Okay, so let's let the people know you are actually 16 years old.
I am actually 16 years old, but my birthday is January 20th. So I'll be 17.
Don't move too fast though. But you're 10%. Reason why I wanted to touch on that because you're actually doing well in school. Because school is important. 10% of her class and VP of National Honor Society.
You know.
Want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I've been pushing hard. My mama and my daddy do not play with these grades. They're like, you can do the whole music thing, but as long as them grades stay right, you're good. So I got A's and B's. I'm actually taking extra courses to graduate early. And so education comes first in my household. So if that ain't right, then ain't nothing else right. So National Honor Society, A's and B's, you know, gotta keep it fresh.
That's right. So let's talk about you as an artist. When did you first fall in love with the music? When did you start?
I first fell in love with the music in second grade at my talent show. Obviously, I was around music all my life. My mom worked as a stage manager in musical theater. My brother's also a singer. My dad is in love with jazz music, so that's why I go by Jazz. One of his favorite is Miles Davis. So I was always constantly surrounded by music and theater and the arts, but I decided that this is what I wanted to do in second grade. So.
And so because your brother had an awesome voice, you guys said he had an awesome voice, that was your inspiration, really?
Yeah, definitely my big brother. He was always there. I always heard him singing in the shower, singing in the room. So I'm like, well, he seems like he's having fun with doing what he's doing, and I can kind of do it too. So he definitely supported me and had a little bit of influence in there. Can't give him all the credit. I ain't giving no shade, but you can't give him all the credit.
So you actually, as an artist, you have been a part of two girl groups before going solo. The Cheetah Girls and Gifted Nations in 2011.
Yes.
Want to talk about those two experiences?
Well, the Cheetah Girls was in, like I said, second grade or first grade, one of those. And my friends and I were obsessed with the Cheetah Girls, you know, like when the movie came out and everything. And we were like, we gotta be like them. So we created this group in our school called the Cheetah Girls. And of course I was Raven, because you know. So we created the group and we performed at our school carnival. But I mean, it was nothing too serious. This was back in Seattle, but it was my first ever girl group situation. And then with Gifted Nations, It was a girl group I was in, 4 of us, multicultural, and so it was obviously a great experience. But now I'm here doing my solo thing.
So what was the name? What inspired the name Gifted Nations? You guys.
Well, the first half gifted because we were singing, we danced, we acted, but we were also we were gifted in our education. So all of us had straight A's or B's or whatever. Education was number 1. And Nations, once again, was because we were multicultural. We had African American, Hispanic, and Caucasian. So we touched all the nations.
Now, when it comes to you just talked about the things you like to do, volunteering and doing things, with your grades and all that good stuff. Now, you volunteered, actually giving back a little bit with a foundation. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, back when I was 12 years old, when I first came out to California, my mom worked with a woman by the name of Dion Farron, and she owned a foundation called the Ashe Foundation. And what they basically did was collect shoes and clothing and personal hygienes to go back and give to the less fortunate in Africa. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to go to Africa while my mother did, but they did do something here on Skid Row in LA, and they washed the feet of the homeless. So when I was 12, I partaked in that situation of washing the feet of the homeless on Skid Row, and then they did it again earlier this year, and I got to do it again. So it was like a humbling experience. I loved it, and if they ever do it again, I'm definitely there.
Yeah, most definitely. As an artist, get out there and
give back.
That's right. That's right. So let's get into your music, your love for music. I want to know your top 3. Top 3 hip hop and R&B. You can mix them both up.
Okay, my top 3 hip hop is Tupac, of course, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar.
Hold up.
Frank.
Headshot.
Frank.
Those are my top 3 hip hop. My top 3 R&B is Aaliyah, Beyonce,
Show the sideways, smack it in the air.
and Etta James. So those are my people right there. I rock with them.
Any Aaliyah covers?
I actually did an Aaliyah medley of Are You That Somebody, and a lot of the hits that we did. So we did a medley and blended all of it together. And I haven't released it yet, but maybe soon.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Have you released it? Can you show people?
No, I can't show people yet.
What?
But we're working on it. We have it. I've done it. I've recorded it. Just got to mix and master it and fine tune it, and then I'll definitely be putting it out because I love Aaliyah.
Okay, well, speaking of releasing things, let's talk about your social media. Let everybody know. Let's do a social media blast right now.
Social media. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vine, all that good stuff at I Am Queen Jazz with 1 Z.
I Am Queen Jazz. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. So in the last 6 months, since we just became this new solo female artist,
Yes.
career's taking off.
Yeah.
Why solo?
Why not? I loved being in the group. I learned. It taught me to work with others because that's very important in this business. I improved as in my craft, and then it was just my time to go solo, just do my thing. And obviously, if you're going solo, you have a little bit more control over the way you want to go. So just a new experience.
So how does it feel to be solo now? Is it a different experience?
I enjoy it a lot. It's quite different from a group because there's more pressure on you specifically. Because when you're in a group, you got 2 or 3 other girls backing you up. They can break down the song, or you're not on the stage by yourself. But I love it. It's different, but like I said, I love it.
What about as far as writing the music?
Writing, I actually worked with a writer by the name of Taybell. He's from New York City. He's worked with me with writing my songs. I tell him what I feel or what I'm thinking, and he's like, all right, I'll help you out. But unfortunately, I have not been able to write a full song by myself, but I'm working on it.
What about your creative process? Like, how do you get ready for that song? Like, how do you express it, like when you get with Taybell or anybody else and express, okay, this is what I want to write, this is what I want to convey into this music, into this track?
Well, usually in the past experiences, we go to a studio and the producer does their magic and
so you get the beat first.
Yeah, we get the beat first, and then they're vibing out to the beat, vibing out, and of course it's loud in the studio because you're in a studio, and then the writers, he's like, what's going on? Tell me. He asked me a whole bunch of questions like, what happened yesterday? What happened this day? Who said this? Who said that? All that good stuff. A whole bunch of questions, and I tell him the truth. So we listen to the music and he writes it all out and voila, and then I sing it.
Gotcha. Now, would you say the creative process, I mean, what is a normal time length of your creative process when it comes to dropping a song? Are you one of those artists that put it out there real fast? You get it out there quick, just song after song after song, or
I
does
don't.
it take a minute?
It takes a minute because I want my music to be right.
That's right.
I want it to be perfect. If it's not right, if it's not A1, then why put it out? And then I feel like a song needs to sizzle. If you just put out a record and then you put out another record, you're not giving the first record enough time to sizzle and make its impact. So I'll put out a record and then let it sizzle, do its thing, and then there comes another one.
And which talk about sizzling.
Sizzling.
Working with the producer, the man, Remo the Hitmaker.
Yes, Remo.
Is that how we got this about that?
Yes,
Let's talk about
Remo.
that.
Remo the Hitmaker.
Now listen here, Judge. Now look, you too young to be going to the club, but you can still turn up though.
Turn up. From New York City is the producer of my single Bout That. Once again, him and Tay flew from New York to LA, and we were in the studio working hours, 12-hour days, just working, and then we recorded a whole bunch of songs, but then Bout That came about, and we're like, this is the first single. So it was fun.
But why the name Bout That?
Bout That. Because you know the saying,
About that life.
I'm about that life, and that's something I would say in the studio while we were, recording. I'm saying I'm about that life. I'm about that life, and they were like, "Why don't we just shorten it to Bout That?" Now, what does Bout That mean? In this song, it means something like I'm about my business. I'm about making my impact in my music and all that good stuff. So I'm about that.
You guys actually released a video just recently as well.
Yes, we did. It's out on YouTube.
Let them know.
It's out on YouTube under Bout That, BOUTTHAT, under Jazz, JAZ.
So what can people expect when they go see that video? Those who haven't seen it yet, what can they expect
when
they go
you see Bout That? Honestly, when you first see Bout That, I think you'll just be thinking of like, they must have had fun filming this, because I certainly did. We were in a big old warehouse and lights and it was just an amazing experience. The crew was amazing, the extras were amazing, we had fun filming it. So I think when you see and watch this video, you will clearly see that we enjoyed ourselves doing it. So
anything we got, what can we look forward to in the future on coming from Jazz right now?
Well, you can definitely look forward to some shows coming. I have a show January 17th in Redondo Beach with Diggy Simmons, Trevor Jackson, and Jacob Lattimore that I'm so pumped about. So January 17th, shows coming up. New music will definitely be out. I'm not just going to put a single out and just, be boring. I'm going to put more music out, but you can definitely stay tuned with what's going on with me on my social media.
That's right. So you post all the time?
I gotta post all the time. Listen. My mama, I love her dearly, but she's on me when it comes to posting. I like to post, but sometimes she's like, every day, Jazz,
but
every single. I know I do, but before I was bad. Like, I only posted like 2 times every 2 weeks. Like, that's pretty bad. But now Mom's like, did you post today? I'm like, yes, Mom. But now it's become a habit, so I post quite often.
Now you're an artist, you're a good student, but you are still young.
Yes.
Now most artists, females your age, they talk about social media. They're on social media all the time. So you're telling me that you don't like social media. You're not on the gram taking selfies. Listen.
I stay on social media. Like, I'm one of those type of Instagrammers that scroll through Instagram and double tap and comment. Well, I used to be one of those that scroll through Instagram, double tap and comment, but never post. Now I double tap, comment, and post at the same time. So I'm pretty good on my social media now. But Instagram, that's the one for me. Like, I will be on Instagram like
selfies.
Yeah, selfies. I gotta take them selfies.
So as an artist, female artist, like you said it earlier when we first got here, it's a lot. It's few. Mm-hmm. It's a few, you guys, and it's a lot harder to really get out there as a female artist unless you got a real good team backing you. Who do you find inspiration from that's doing it now? Do you find any inspiration from any of the female artists doing it now?
Definitely. I always say Beyonce. Her performance, her stage presence is amazing. She works very, very hard on her craft, and she's one person that I definitely study. I watch behind the scenes videos. I've been to her last 2 concerts, so she is definitely inspirational for me. She works hard for her craft, but she's also a businesswoman. I never just want to be the artist that gets told what to sing and how to do it. I want to be able to run my business, run my empire. So definitely Beyonce inspires me.
So would you say that if a fan comes to one of Jasmine's shows, can they look for or see a Beyonce on stage? What can they expect for you when you're out there on the stage? What do you think you're gonna give them?
Obviously, I go out there and give 200%. I would never just half do a show, because when I'm on the stage, it's something that I love to do. It's like a feeling of just like, oh,
that's right,
when you're on the stage. So, I mean, obviously, that's not a very descriptive word, but it's just an amazing, amazing, amazing feeling to be on stage. So I hope that when you see me perform, you can see how much love and joy that I have while I'm on that stage. So
they let them know one more time when that show is.
My show, January 17th, Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center. Diggy Simmons, Jacob Lattimore, Trevor Jackson,
now,
and
me. Up?
I am opening up along with many other artists, so I'm super duper pumped.
That's right. Now, one thing we normally do, we try to give something to an artist in your position, or trying to be in your position, somebody, one little nugget you could possibly give to somebody that they may have been looking for to help them. What piece of advice can you give to an artist, female artist or a guy artist, a male artist, that can help them, that may have helped you in the past, that can help them get over that hump?
I think what many artists have to understand is that there are a ton of sacrifices that you have to make in this business. I'm 16, but I don't get to experience all the things that many regular 16-year-olds get to experience. And obviously I'm not like, ooh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, but this is something that I love. So there's going to be many, many sacrifices that you'll have to make. And if you feel like you can't make those, then maybe you should try something else. But if you love it, if this is what you want to do, you have to work at it, and you have to make those sacrifices.
Roger that. Now, something funny about you got a dog.
Yes.
What I wanted to talk about, you got a dog named, how you said?
His name is Prince Pierre. Prince Pierre.
Spoil the mess out of the dog, huh?
My mom thinks I spoil him, but what you want me to do? Like, I'm not going to neglect my dog. I got to rub him and tell him how much I love him and everything like that. But she thinks I pick him up way too much. And she just a player hater. But I got this dog for my 16th birthday, and it was free. The dog was free, so my mom couldn't say no to a free dog. She kind of regrets it now.
So
but
you take him everywhere?
When I first got him, I took him everywhere, like, cause he was a baby. I couldn't just leave him at home. But now,
dog bags.
Got 2 dog bags for this dog. One brown, that's like a little purse situation, and then one like has like peace signs and everything. It's cute. You know, my dog gotta be. He got 2 bags, yeah. Oh, you know. But one he kind of messed up because he's a little bad, but you know. But I love that dog. He's like my best friend. Like I tell him the juice. Like he knows some details.
So he's on Instagram more than you are.
Actually, when I first got him, I made him an Instagram. His Instagram was I am Prince Pierre, because mine is I am Queen Jazz. Like you get it, like the connection. His was I am Prince Pierre, but I forgot the password and never posted anything. So.
All right, Ms. Jazz. One more time, let them know your social media.
Social media, I am Queen Jazz. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Vine, Facebook. I am Queen Jazz with 1 Z.
Real Talk 101 Radio. I told y'all, the girl's smart. Hey, good student, about to perform. Let them know where they can catch that show.
Catch me all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Vine at I am Queen Jazz with 1 Z. About to perform with Jacob Lattimore, Trevor Jackson, 17th. And Diggy Simmons, January 17th, Redondo Beach Performing High School.
Going down.
Rewind.
Going down.
Art Center, be there, be square. We're performing, be there.
You gonna turn up?
What what else?
That, right?
I'm about that. We're gonna turn up because we're about that. All along it was a fever, a cold sweat, hot-headed believer, yeah. I threw my hands in the air and said, show me something. He said, if you dare, come a little closer. Around and around and around and around we